Practicing music is one of the most powerful things you can do for your personal growth and self-realization. If you're interested in these two things, personal growth and music practice, then stick around for this video because I have some really cool thoughts to share about why this is. My name's Kirsty Morford. If you don't know me, I run Collective Music, a music school in Melbourne, Australia, and online. And I'm all about bringing the power of music back into our collective world, into our personal world and into our collective world, so that we can really use the power of music fully. So why do I say that music practice is the most powerful path of self-realization and personal growth that there is? And that's a pretty bold statement, right? But I really believe that it's true, and there is many reasons for that, which I'll share with you in this video. First, I'd like to explore what is self-realization. Well, self-realization is really just coming to know all of who and what you are. It's both coming to an awareness of and an expression of those things. So that can be on a personal level of who you as a person, as an individual are, your unique characteristics and traits, your unique experience of life. But it's also who we are beyond that personal level. So as human beings, as an animal on planet Earth, as a life form, and what it means to be those things. So self-realization is personal and it's also beyond personal. Now really that's a very personal journey that everybody goes through, and at some point we all feel this sort of calling or this drive to know more of who and what we are. Some people go through that process through a spiritual path, some people do that through personal development work, some people do that through therapy, but all it's really about coming to know ourselves more deeply. So the burning question is, how does music do this? Well, I've identified a few ways that it does this. It's really through the shadow aspects of being a human being and through the light aspects of being a human being. So when I talk about shadow, that could be our challenges, that could be our wounds, our personal wounds that we've experienced in our lifetime. It could just be through the challenges of being human. It could just be through our fears, our natural human fears. In music practice, that usually shows up as self-doubt, frustration, expectations, judgment, non-acceptance of either ourselves or the process that we're going through to learn. It could be resistance. It could be when we come up against our own personal vulnerability and we don't know how to handle that. And some of the other challenges that obviously and very naturally arise in our music practice is discipline and commitment, and what music asks of us is that we show up consistently and continuously and stay open to the process. And that can be really, really challenging. So all of these things that come up in our music practice, whether they are the personal issues or whether it's just relating to the practice itself, these are all opportunities for us to come to know ourselves more deeply. Because music shows us the mirror that this is what is within us, this is what is there for us to work through. And then when talking about the light aspects, we're talking about, joy and the freedom that we feel of expression and the flow that we can experience within music practice. We're talking about the connection to ourselves and that ability to sit really deeply within our emotion and really accept and fully embrace our emotion and our feeling in the music. We're talking about letting down our walls and letting go of our judgments and expectations and just really going with the music. We're talking about letting down those walls and connecting with other people in the music. So once again, these are the things that music asks of us. These are the potentials that are existent within our music practice, within our personal practice, and also within our practice of sharing that with other people. In order to truly do these things, in order to truly connect to our feeling within music, to really express that feeling within music, we have to come to a place of a deep acknowledgement of ourselves. We have to come into a place of self-worth, like how we feel matters, how we feel is valid. And these are really big things for a lot of people. Many spiritual paths, personal development paths and practices are really all about coming to terms with these things, coming to terms with our self-worth, coming to terms with our vulnerability, coming to terms with intimacy with other people. And in our music practice, we are doing that with ourselves and with others all the time. So music is really asking a lot of us. And within our music practice, we have the opportunity to meet these things. And the final thing I want to talk about, and perhaps the most obvious thing, is creativity. So when we are being creative, when we are in the act of creation, how we experience ourselves in the moment is quite profound. And this is what drives creativity in all areas of human endeavor. In music, we get such a direct and potent experience of this creativity that once you've had a taste of it, you realize that this is what life is about. Life is about experience oneself as a creator. Life is about creating. And if you look at human endeavor in all arenas, whether that's science or sport or industry or even manufacturing, inventions, farming, agriculture, all of these constructs are creative. These are things that human beings have created. So creativity is certainly not limited to the art forms. But of course, within the art forms, we have a very powerful and personal way to express our creativity and to express who we are. But that experience of creativity itself shows us what is at the heart of being a human being, which is creativity. And if you go even deeper than that, if you want to go deeper than that, you can start to experience that that is what life force is. That is what being alive means. Being alive means being creative, creation, a creator, however you want to say it. But that is something that's so deeply intrinsic to being alive. So when you add up all of these things about the challenges, the shadows, the light, the creativity, and that drive that we have to create, you can see that music practice brings up and gives us the opportunities to explore all of this to our heart's desire, really. And it is possible to go through a music practice and never really fully take hold of these things. But if what you want is to truly experience the deepest parts of yourself, to express those in the world, to experience yourself as creativity itself, to connect with others, to experience flow both personally and with other people, then music can be your path of self-realization. It develops the total human being, the mental, intellectual aspect of developing concepts and structures. It develops the emotional side of connection to feeling, an acknowledgement and embodiment of feeling. It develops the physical awareness, physical capacity and skills, and it starts to give us a transcendent experience, which can be framed in all kinds of ways. It can be framed as spiritual, it can be framed as transpersonal, however you want to call it, but it really is that experience of getting beyond the personal self, which is truly, truly powerful. And when anyone who's had an experience of that can verify that it's one of the most powerful experiences you can have in life. So I would really love to hear from you. What in this video resonates with you? What challenges have come up for you that have sort of made your music practice difficult and have caused resistance within you? And what are the light aspects that keep calling you, that keep on going, come on, do the work, come on, show up to your practice so that you can experience this flow, this freedom, this expression, this connection? And what do you think are the best ways to start that path or to delve into these potentials that music holds for us? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, there's more coming, so please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.